We dug up all the Mario characters that have a shred of personality and character development.
Let's go!
This episode was requested by viewer Chatot.
Yep,
Chatot Gamer. He requested that we do the best Mario characters, and we love doing crew requested videos.
Indeed. So give us your request.
We made this for you.
And we picked 10 characters.
Yeah.
You had some difficulty. I had difficulty as well.
Yeah.
Because most characters in the Mario series are just like there. They just do things.
Right.
And they're either, slight comedic relief or just there.
So Color Splash is coming out soon. There's this graphic that's really making its way around the internet where it shows like Toads from the Thousand Year Door, Toadsworth, Toadette, like all these different characterized Toads, and then it shows the Color Splash Toads, and they're all just like Toad copied and pasted. So this is a time where we need to look back on the characters that deserve the most recognition for being characters.
Yes.
So
for having something of substance.
We'll start with Luigi. He's awesome. He's always good comedic relief. He has a funny personality, and the part that stands out to me the most is like reading his journals in Paper Mario. He'd have to like go home, find them, open them up, and he could read his diaries, and he's always talking about like being second best and being jealous of Mario and being lost in Mario's shadow and stuff. But even so, I think that he's a good role model because he's brave. He overcomes his fears, like in Luigi's Mansion and stuff.
Indeed.
He's resilient, and he's okay with being number 2. He still does well. He doesn't, he hasn't tried to assassinate Mario so that he could be number 1 or anything like that. He's a good sport.
Hey, that could happen. Mario takes a dark turn.
Yeah.
Geno, we got to talk about Geno, even though he's not necessarily available to Nintendo to use. He's a Mario character from 2 Mario games, but especially Super Mario RPG. He is awesome. He has a really cool backstory. He is a star that came and took form in this doll. That's kind of creepy. Like, normally, like, you think of a possessed doll, and that's like a really creepy thing. But somehow Nintendo and Square found a way to make it really, really cool. And he was really a really good character in your party to use. And he was always a blast, always shedding light and wisdom on the situation.
Tell me about Geno Whirl, because you love Geno and you like name some of your internet accounts after it. Is it just a really strong attack, or what does it do?
Well, what it does is on pretty much any character in the game, with a few exceptions, especially bosses, if you use Geno Whirl, which is one of his special attacks, if you press the attack button again, because you have to time your attacks, press it as it exits the screen, then it does 9,999 damage.
What?
So, and that can be used on most characters in the game. Like I said, bosses, it's not going to work on. But yeah, it's super strong.
All right, another great character is Captain Toad. Captain Toad from Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. But I would like to put forth the notion that he's not just a treasure tracker, he's more of a family man, because you play the game and sure, you're kind of tracking treasure and collecting it as you go, but really, you're looking for your woman.
Yeah?
For Mrs. Captain Toad. I think it's Toadette. I can't remember at the moment. I just think he's awesome because he can't even jump. Yet, despite all odds, he proceeds. He makes his way through all the enemies that Mario has to face, and he overcomes.
Indeed. And also we see him being a family man, like in Super Mario Galaxy. You never see him without his crew.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like us.
Kind of like us.
We always got the crew.
Always got the crew. We always got you guys. Rosalina, also from Super Mario Galaxy. She's got an interesting backstory that, if you're actually, playing the game and not just rushing through it to beat it, you actually get to take a look at the storybook, see kind of her backstory. And she also has like mysterious origins. Like I remember the first time I read Nintendo Power with the Super Mario Galaxy spread and it had Rosalina in it. I was like, oh, it's Emo Peach. It was so much more than that. And we don't know exactly where Rosalina came from, but you know, we can guess like it being Peach and Luigi's daughter, or it could be, you know, Peach from a different reality as the end of Mario Galaxy leaves open. But we don't know. Mysterious.
All right, we got Professor GADD, which was a blast to talk about in our Heads Up episode.
Oh my goodness. Indeed.
That's all right. I was just there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was closing my eyes.
He makes all the best inventions, and what's great is he gets other people to do his dirty work. Like he sits in his fancy chair with all his monitors and stuff and just tells Luigi to go into the mansion. It's great. He's kind of this really funny mix of oblivious and ingenious. Like he's inventing all this awesome stuff, but then things go wrong and
this does not go so hot for him.
It's always a funny situation with him.
Piantissimo, which is kind of an interesting
what do you want me to do on Tissimo?
Piant.
Sorry, that was pretty much the joke from Cars.
Oh, that was nothing like the joke on Cars. Piantissimo is the link between see what I did there? The link between the Legend of Zelda series and the Mario series. He's got some personality. He's always like, I am better than you. Yeah. And I am faster than you. Yeah. But really, he's just a really tan running man from the Legend of Zelda with a mask on. And I think that's really cool that they decided to use him.
Yeah, I think he should show up in more games. I think Nintendo will make a new F-Zero, and then he'll be like your new rival.
Yes, that would be great.
Yes. Now we have the funny buffoon Bowser, and I think Bowser just kind of gets funnier and funnier as the years go on. He used to just be straight up bad guy, but now he's kind of a klutz, and it was really funny when Bowser was talking to Paper Bowser and stuff. And earlier in the series when you went inside Bowser, that was a great time. He's the source of a lot of humor.
Absolutely, always comic relief, like Super Paper Mario,
which is good because you can't take him seriously because he's such an utter failure.
Yeah, so. And I think that's one thing that they've done well is Nintendo has kind of recognized that Bowser, you know, he's always stealing Princess Peach, and so they got to poke fun at that.
He's not scary anymore.
No, he's not scary. That started in Super Mario RPG when like he was thrown out of his castle, and he was like, he joined Mario and his crew, and he's like, now we're, you know, the Koopa gang or whatever. Like, thank you guys for joining my cause and all this stuff. Dimentio from Super Paper Mario.
Good choice.
Really cool. He's an interesting bad guy to play against, and in the background, kind of making his own sinister plans that, well, I should say you don't expect. Yeah. But there's not much that happens in Mario that you don't expect.
Right.
But he was a really cool bad guy, and I would like to, you know, put an honorable mention to Count Bleck. Yeah. Because, you know, Bleck had an interesting story, but of course Dimentio was always the real villain in the end.
Good one. Okay, we've got lastly.
One more.
Almost.
Lastly, almost. There's one more.
Lastly, for me, is Waluigi, and he's disgusting. Just utterly nasty. He's weirdo. I don't think he's really done much with his life. That's just the impression I get. He's probably a life dropout, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what comes to mind when I think of Waluigi? Two things comes to mind.
Brawl in the Family.
Yes, absolutely. That's the very first thing that comes to mind. And I really think that Nintendo should adapt that version of Waluigi and put it in a game. Yeah. Please, because that is the most humorous. And then the other thing is Super Mario Strikers. When Waluigi gets a goal. You remember? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where he gets the goal and he goes, wah, wah, wah!
Waluigi, yeah, yeah, yeah!
And it's like, I remember seeing that for the first time. I was like, what are you doing, Nintendo? What in the world? You are a family-friendly show.
Oh man.
A show?
Yeah.
Yeah, company, whatever you are.
I think there's a GIF of that, and it didn't make it into our best GIFs. Our best
Are you
Nintendo
serious?
GIFs. Yeah.
Oh.
Close us out, buddy.
Mario has to be in our list because Mario is the faithful protagonist of the series.
Yeah.
And he has so many power-ups. And I think that's what's really cool about him is that he can adapt to the situation. He can munch on flowers or mushrooms or put shoes on or hats on, and he transforms, and he has all these different powers, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly he's an actor, the most prolific actor in the video game world, because he takes on so many roles. It's possible that most of his games, if not all of his games, are just a show that he's putting on for us.
Thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
And Co.
And company, yes. Those are our top 10 Mario characters in no particular order.
And thank you to our company, not Two Button Crew, but our, well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like a business company,
crew.
but our crew.
Yes, the Crewniverse.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for being a part.
Don't forget to like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and give your video suggestions as well.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, Chatot.
Signing out.